Hi, this is Matt Davis, and today we're going to continue building the Borlee 3D printer 60D, which is a dual head printer. Today we're going to be putting together the Y-axis assembly. If you watch in the lower right hand corner, the CAD exploded view of the video will be there to follow along. The first thing I did was I mounted the stepper motor. The stepper motor attached to the back plate. Then I got the wiring in place. I ended up taking off the connectors, tinning the ends, and then soldering them to the connectors. This was a pretty important repair because the wires would just pull right out of those connectors. I do all my soldering with a butane torch. It gets nice and hot and seems to keep a pretty consistent temperature once it gets going. Also doesn't take it very long to warm up. The next thing I did is assembled the Y-axis threaded rods and mounted it to the back plate. And then I put in the Y guide rods and then slid on the inline bearings. Then added the front plate. I assembled the Y limit switch and then put together the front belt pulley. It's kind of interesting how that worked. There were just two bearings that went on a little bolt, and that's what the belt rides on. Finally, I put on the front washers and the nuts. At this point, I mounted the acrylic build plate base. This mounted to the inline bearings that we put on earlier and the belt Y-axis connector. After mounting the acrylic build plate base, I bolted on the 3D printed Y belt piece. I would definitely recommend Loctiting the Y belt mount for the base plate. Then I mounted the heated build plate. It was suspended with springs, which could be a kind of a trick to assemble. They kept wanting to bounce away. I lost a couple of the springs putting it together. Luckily the kit had extras. The next thing I did is I put on the belt and I secured it with zip ties. This part of the build took me an hour and 15 minutes of real time. Thanks for watching. And that was the assembly of the Borlee 3D printer bottom. Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this video, check out some of my other videos. And go ahead and subscribe if you haven't yet. Like the video if you did, or dislike it, doesn't matter. And leave some comments down below or questions. That's what it's there for. If you'd like to support my channel further, go ahead and check out my Patreon site, and I'll see you around. Thanks.